What's going on, YouTube? Some different vintage knives, some older knives. I've got a few different ones here that I'm going to show to you, and just real quick go over them. No in-depth or anything like that. Just what they are and stuff like that. So stick around. Alright, so the first knife here is a Gerber. This is USA made Gerber. It's a BMF. Got about a say 8-inch blade. It's got a rubber, kind of like a rubbery grip on it. It's round. It's got this on the end of it here. It's like this yardstick appeared out of nowhere. It's got a 7-inch blade. 7-inch blade. Overall length 13.5 inches, so it's a pretty good sized knife. 1/4 inch thick on the spine right here. It's 1/4 inch thick. Hopefully y'all can see this. I don't know exactly when this knife came out. I don't know if they still make it. I know you can still buy them because I've seen them on the internet. Alright, the next knife looks almost identical to this one. It's just smaller. This is the Gerber LMF. Cutting edge from here to here is 5 1/4. It's 1/4 inch thick. Overall length 10.5 inches. It's almost identical to this one, to the BMF. It's just smaller, and it's got the grip on it. It's a little different. It's got like a two finger grip here. Another really good, stout, strong, really strong knife. Got a lot of weight to it. I don't know the price on these knives. I haven't looked at these. I'd say they're probably, if I had to guess, I'm gonna say they're around $100 and up. Also made in the USA. More of a modern knife here, newer knife. This is another Gerber, and I don't know the make of this knife. I wish I did. But it's just a Gerber, fixed blade, full tang, rubberized grips on it. Cutting blade about 3.5, and overall length 9 inches. I will leave it in the description of the video. I'll leave the names of these knives in order that I show them. So you can just go down there and look and see which one it is, because I don't know right off the top of my head the exact name of them, but I'll have them in the description box in the order that I show them. But this is another really good small knife, really good feeling knife. But that's the Gerber that I don't know the name of. Also made in USA. It's a USA made Gerber. Now this is an actual vintage knife for you guys that wanted to see the vintage knives. This is a K-bar. I don't know if you can see it on the guard here. It says USN MK2. That stands for U.S. Navy. So this is a military issued K-bar, and these things are bomb proof. They're extremely tough, really good, all around knife. Got a blade on it, 6 1/4 cutting edge here. Overall about 12 inches long. It's got leather wrapped leather handle, and a metal butt here. And these are really good knives. I don't know if I would carry this out every day. I mean, you could, it'd be great too, but this thing's almost a collector's item. But the K-bar, fighting knife. U.S. Navy. This knife was made in 1942, 1943, around in there somewhere. So, really, really old knife, but still really good knife. Now this is a charade.
Yeah.
This is Uncle Henry. And this knife was made in 1970s, give or take. But the metal in this knife is, you can just look at it and tell that it's got really good steel in it. All the knife people know what I'm talking about. You can just look at a blade and know if it's got good metal or cheap metal or in between metal. This blade's about 5 inches long, about 10 inches overall length. But this is a really good vintage fixed blade, old fixed blade. The spine on this too is sharp. You could strike a ferro rod with that if you wanted to. Personally, I wouldn't want to, because I just wouldn't. That's the charade Uncle Henry. Now this is a modern knife, newer knife. It's not vintage, but it's still a good outdoor bushcraft survival knife. That's really, really, really tough, really stout, really thick. It's a charade. Feels like a G10 scales on it. Not sure. That's what it feels like. I think that's what it is. And I don't know the name of this one either, but like I said, I'll leave it in the description in the order that I show them. But it's got the blade on it. It's like, it's 1/4 inch thick. So you could easily baton with this, chop with it, all that good stuff. Got a blade about 5 inches, overall length about 9.5. So this is another really good knife that you could get on a budget, you know. And Charade makes pretty good stuff. This one is the SOG Seal Pup. Everybody knows about this knife. They've been out for forever. From here to here is 3 3/4 inch, and overall length's 9 inches. And it's got like a hard plastic handle on it. There ain't really much to say about the Seal Pup. Everybody knows about them. They're a really good knife. They've been out forever. Probably everybody's got one. It is made in Japan, but nonetheless still a good outdoor knife. I wish it didn't have the serration on it here. I wish it was just straight blade, but it still does okay. I saved the best one for last, and it is another Gerber, but this is not just any Gerber. This is a military issued Apache helicopter pilot knife. I don't know the exact name of the knife, but I do know that this is probably the best feeling knife that I've ever held in my hand. It's a full tang knife, and all of this from here up, this is solid metal. The purpose of this, when they designed this knife for the pilots, was they could use this to bust the glass out of the windshields of the Apache helicopters, or they could use it for fighting, you know, like a skull crusher or whatever. But that's the purpose of this big metal piece on the end here. And I can't explain how comfortable this knife feels in your hand. I mean, it's just probably one of the best feeling knives that I've ever held. I've got really big hands, and this knife fits. You know, if you was using this knife in a survival situation or a self-defense situation or something like that, I mean, you could really do some damage with this knife. It's got some weight to it too. So I mean, you could chop with it, baton with it. It's 1/4 inch thick spine. Blade length is 4 3/4. Overall length 11 inches. I don't know the exact name of this knife, but it's just an incredible Gerber, and it's made in USA, made in Portland, Oregon, USA. All right, guys. So that's another little part of the knife collection. But yeah, I just want to share these knives with you guys and show them to you. Maybe give you an idea of something that you want or something you might like to get or something like that. But yeah, that's the knives. And as always, I appreciate you guys for watching. If you like this video, hit the like button, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe. I'll see y'all in the next one.